Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at 2015 Combiner Wars Thundercracker. Released in January of 2015, this guy is brand new, is starting to hit stores right now as of the time of this recording, and is currently retailing for about $10 depending on where you find him. I just found this guy last night. So taking a look at the packaging real quick. He comes in the new Combiner Wars packaging with a black background and the red lettering with some pretty cool artwork right there. So we're going to have to get the camera even higher to get all the artwork and shot there. There you go. I love that artwork with the red glowing eyes in the back there. I just really love that. And unlike the Legends class figures that we were getting last year, these guys don't come with a small little weapon companions. They come with a little card now. All the Combiner Wars figures are now coming with these collector cards, and there's the card for Thundercracker there with some cool artwork. There you go. And there's also the instruction sheet that he comes with. And then looking at the back of the packaging, there's some pictures of the actual figure in both modes and a short one-line bio in 4 different languages if you want to read that real quick. Again, I still don't know what the 4th language is on that, so if somebody knows, please let me know. So there is the packaging and everything he comes with, and there is Thundercracker in his jet mode, and I love this jet mode. Here in jet mode, Thundercracker is approximately 5 inches long and has a wingspan of about 3.5 inches, and I absolutely love this jet mode. Now, this isn't particularly any real jet mode that we know of, but it's a very cool jet mode. I really dig it. It kind of looks to me it looks like if they took the original jet modes from the G1, the original Thundercracker was an F-15 Eagle, and I think if you take an F-15 Eagle and an F-22 Raptor and an F-18 Hornet and you mix them all up and have them a baby, I think this is what you come up with. This looks like a nice, very cool, modern mix of all 3 of those jets, and I absolutely love that. It's a very, very cool little jet. You've got some actual working landing gear. You can actually turn this guy in and fold it all the way up into the cockpit right there. Now, unfortunately, with mine, you've got a rubber nose cone here, which is nice. I guess it's nice and safe. But unfortunately, with mine, there's a little tab. It's supposed to tab in there, but it doesn't seem to close and hold in place very good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm going to try and soften that up some and see if I can get it to hold into place better. But as it is, out of the package, you can see it kind of looks a little gappy. It doesn't really seem to close very well. So I'm going to have to see if I can fix that. And if you look on the bottom, you've got what is a very common issue with a lot of our jet and seeker transformers is that we've got a visible head. And you can see most of the robot down there. But looking at it from the side, you don't have a whole lot of robot cable. He's actually very nice and very linear. A lot of jet transformers are usually just a plane with a robot hanging off of the bottom. That is not the case here. When you look at this guy from the side, he is actually a pretty convincing jet. And then again, from the top, he's a very, very cool jet. So, yeah, very cool. I really like this figure a lot. I've got the previous incarnation of him, which was Starscream. Here he is next to him. And it's just a straight-up repaint, as the original Seekers were. Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp were just repaints of each other. So, these guys are intended to look identical to each other other than paint. So, there you go. There he is next to Starscream. Going into the transformation, you can... If you want, you can take the guns out. You don't have to, so I'm going to leave them on and hope they don't fall off during the transformation. To start off with, I'm going to start up here with the nose cone. Just go ahead and, well, if you have your landing gear out, go ahead and fold it in. And then take the nose cone, fold that in. And then take your entire cockpit here. This is going to unpeg right there in the center. And this is going to fold all the way down and into what's going to become the chest. The arms are pegged into the wings, so go ahead and just kind of pull down on these guys, unpeg them. And then this joint right here is going to rotate all the way up. And then you can straighten out his null rays. Same thing on this side, unpeg from the wing. Rotate it all the way up until it clicks into place and rotate that wing. That null ray. The wings are attached to the back part of the legs right there, so go ahead and just unpeg that tab from the legs. And this entire wing assembly is on a double hinge, so this guy is going to rotate all the way up like so to form his wing backpack. The legs were tabbed in together just now right there, so you can go ahead and untap those. Take the rear fins and stabilizers for the jet. These guys are going to rotate all the way back. And then take the rear thrusters for the jet, and these guys are going to split open to form the feet. And there is Thundercracker in robot mode. And once again, I just love the way this guy looks. I've had Starscream sitting on my desk for the last year, and I play with him almost daily. And I love this mold of this toy, and I love Thundercracker just as much. Check this guy out. He looks great. I really love this design for the Seekers. This is like almost the perfect design of the Seekers for me. Here in robot mode, Thundercracker is approximately 3.5 inches tall. As far as articulation goes, no articulation on the head, sadly. I think it could have been possible to put a swivel in there so that he could at least turn. It's a shame that they didn't. The shoulders are ball jointed, so you got in and out, you got rotation. You could go all the way around if you didn't hit the wings, but you know, you could. It's ball jointed, you can go all over the place. You can spin the guns around. I don't know if you want to call that articulation, but there it is. You can do that. The elbows are on a ball joint, so once again, you can turn these guys all over the place. No articulation at the waist, but once again, you got ball joints all over the place on this guy. Ball joints on the hips, so in and out, forward, backwards, all over the place. Hinged knees, which is actually weird considering a lot of these Legends guys have been coming out with complete ball. Every joint has been ball jointed on this guy. On these guys, it's kind of weird to see a hinge on this, rather on the knee, instead of the ball joint that everybody else has. So just a hinge, so you're only going to get a 90 there. And then you've got your double hinged feet right there. So the front of the foot is hinged, and your ankle is also, or your heel is also hinged because of the transformation. So yeah, there you go. There is Thundercracker in robot mode. Very nicely articulated, very cool little design. I would love to see this exact same figure just in a bigger scale, like a deluxe or even a Voyager scale, and just with a little more detail added to them, because I just love this design so much. And for comparison, here he is next to Starscream. So once again, it's just a repaint, so these guys are going to be identical to each other except for the paint. And like I said, I've had this guy ever since he came out. I've had him on my shelf, or on my desk rather, and I play with him almost daily. Whenever I'm buffering video or editing video and rendering or whatever, if I'm sitting at my computer doing whatever and I'm not physically typing away at something, this guy's in my hand and I'm playing with him. So this is such a great mode. I really love this this mold, and I'm really glad that they came out with the Thundercracker, and I'm really hoping they do a Skywarp figure for the so that I can get the trio. And here's the hoping. I'm gonna go find a well today and throw some coins into it, and wish that maybe they'll come up with some cone heads too. So I don't know if this mold lends itself to that, but hey, here's some hoping. So anyway, I think that is going to cover 2015 Combiner Wars Thundercracker. What did you think of this figure? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you in between? What figure would you like to see me review next? Let me know by leaving me a comment. Give me some thumbs up. Subscribe and share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.